Sunday we went to the gas station, got some peanut butter lovers Reese's. I've never seen these before, actually. First time. I think I've seen these.
No, I swear you've tried these.
I've never had these in my life.
No, I swear you've tried them.
I've never had
Maybe
them.
it was me.
They're good.
Nobody asked.
I would give them a 9.7 out of 10, honestly. I think it's a lot of peanut butter. You don't really get that much chocolate just because it's back-to-back peanut butter. But it's overall very good. I'll give it 9.7 out of 10. Well, in texture, very overall good taste. The peanut butter is kind of different than the one in the middle. I think it's more like thick. I wonder what type of peanut butter they use. Maybe some Reese's. I don't know. But I don't think it tastes the same as the one in the middle. Overall, very good. Definitely recommend. You should definitely try if you get the chance. Not that much chocolate, which that's what's really supposed to be. Peanut butter lovers. If you really just like peanut butter, there's not going to be that much chocolate. So, overall, it accomplishes its mission. It's for peanut butter lovers, like it said. So, if you don't like peanut butter, don't try this. Because you're probably not going to like it. I like this because I do like peanut butter. And overall, just good texture.
Overall trash texture?
Mmm.
Oh, it is 0 out of 10.
It's very good.
No, it isn't. It's trash. I'm just joking around now. It's good. What's Reagan comment in this video without expressing?
Yeah, you don't really taste chocolate. It's really drowned out by peanut butter, like I said, but I definitely recommend.
I think it's gonna be.
Comment down below if you want us to try anything else. Last week we tried Chip Ahoy and Reese's. And I saw I got 63 views, so keep liking the videos, and I'll keep making them. I'll keep finding other stuff. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, maybe some Jack Harlow KFC meal. Maybe.
No.
That's honestly looks pretty good. It's chicken sandwich, lemonade, and I think fries. And mac and cheese.
That sounds good.
Pete Prisco's top 100 NFL players, the top 10. Let's see. Number 1, you have Aaron Donald, the best defensive player, probably one of the best defensive players in the NFL. I would say of all the players right now, he's probably the ranked highest all time. He could probably be, he's at least top 10 defensive player of all time, so I would say he's number 1 still. 3-time defensive player of the year, won it the year before, not last year, but the year before, so number 1 does make sense. He's going to have a monster season overall. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers, great overall pick. It's either him or Patrick Mahomes at number 2. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes, great pick. I think he's going to have a big year, but without Tyreek Hill, I think he's still going to do good. Sky Wilson, I think, is going to be a speed demon the rest of the year and be very good for him. Number 4, Josh Allen, probably the best quarterback in the AFC right now with Patrick Mahomes. They're pretty neck and neck with it. Number 5, Cooper Kupp, one offensive player of the year, one of the best receivers, or if not, some people consider him the best. I think Devontae's better than him, but overall, that's a good pick. Number 6, Tom Brady. Overall, that's a good pick. He has a very good chance of winning the Super Bowl, which is very impressive. Number 7, TJ Watt. One defensive player of the year last year. Had 22 sacks. Had a very good chance of beating Michael Strahan's record. Some people thought he did because at the end, there was something to do with that. Number 8, Trenton Williams. Probably the best offensive lineman in the NFL. I honestly might put Rashawn Slater on this list as well. He's been very dominant. Number 9, Myles Garrett for the Cleveland Browns. He's been very good as well. Probably the best defensive player for the Browns. And they're probably the whole history. Number 10, Jalen Ramsey. The best cornerback in the NFL right now, in my opinion. But overall, what's your opinion? Do you agree with that list or no? And let's see. Top 100 NFL running backs. Number 22, of Derrick Henry. In my opinion, I think he's at least top 10. He, in my opinion, is around 10 or 9. And then number 24, Jonathan Taylor. He's at least like 25, 22. Actually, never mind. He's 19. Number 41, you have Dalvin Cook. I would keep him as is. 45, Alvin Kamara. I'll put him around 39. 47, Nick Chubb. He's very underrated. I'll put him at 20. 79, Austin Eckler. I would honestly put him at 67. And then 89, Joe Mixon. I'm putting him at 79. But what are your rankings overall for each player? And what do you think? Here's the wide receiver. Number 5, Cooper Kupp. the best in the NFL. Number 11, Devontae Adams. I'm going to have to put him at 9. Number 17, Tyreek Hill. Let's say that sounds about right. Number 18, Jamar Chase. Sounds about right. 26, Deebo Samuel. He's underrated. I think he's at least top 15. So I'd say somewhere around 13. And then number 35, you have Stephon Diggs. I think he's going to have a big year, but 35 sounds right. 57, CeeDee Lamb, yeah. 62, Chris Godwin. That's ridiculous right there. Definitely ridiculous to put him right there. He's at least 45, I would say. 66, Keenan Allen. Very underrated in the NFL. 66, DK Metcalf. I feel like last season wasn't his best season, so that sounds about right. Number 7, Deontay Johnson. He's one of the best receivers, I would say, for the Steelers. They've had in a while since Antonio. I think he has a very good chance of being good. So we have some questions about him, but I think Kenny Pickett's really gonna throw to him a lot, so I expect a big year from him. AJ Brown at 94, the disrespect to him. In my opinion, he's at least top. There's no way he isn't top 20 wide receiver in the NFL. And number 98, DJ Moore. Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't even know how that even happened. How is AJ Brown that low on that list? I don't get it. That's why I don't really like this Pete Prisco's list. And I think he should rework it. Best touchdown/interception ratio among QBs with 4,000 yards passing in a single season. Number 1's Aaron Rodgers. 112.50 2018. Number 2 is Aaron Rodgers, 9.60 2020. Number 3 is Aaron Rodgers again, 9.25. Number 4 is Aaron Rodgers again, 7.60 2014. Number 5 is Aaron Rodgers, 7.50 2011. And number 6 is Aaron Rodgers, 6.50 2019. He won back-to-back MVPs this season and last season. It was probably his best years of his career, but he seems to have good touchdown-interception ratio with about 4,000 passing yards. So he's probably the one of the best in the NFL at that. But what do you think about Aaron Rodgers? Hopefully he can really come better in the postseason. I feel like that's his main overall thing. I feel like he struggles in the postseason. ESPN NFL survey ranking second-year quarterbacks. Number 1 is Trevor Lawrence. He should not be number 1. Number 1's Mac Jones. He didn't really prove enough to be number 1. I feel like a lot of people had him as the number 1 pick. He probably should. Looking back on it, he probably still would have went number 1. But Mac Jones, in my opinion, I think is better. Number 2, Mac Jones. Like I said, he should be number 1, New England Patriots. Number 3, Zach Wilson, New York Jets. He really had that great of a season. Number 4, Justin Fields, Chicago Bears. I agree with that. Number 5, Trey Lance, San Francisco 49ers. And number 6, Davis Mills, Houston Texans. A lot of people were saying underrated Davis Mills. I honestly agree. Trey Lance didn't even play like that many snaps last season. You put him ahead of him. I feel like they expect a lot from him because he could be a starting quarterback for them, for the 49ers, so that could be why. Bleacher Report gridiron, there's an urgency from Panthers to complete Baker Mayfield trade. I definitely do agree. Seems like they're really wanting a quarterback. Maybe they could give him a first 6th rounder. And I wonder what's in the trade package in general. Who do they give up? Who don't they give up? But I think he'll be definitely a step up from Sam Darnold. He's absolutely horrible. He got his job taken by Cam Newton last year, who threw many interceptions when he was in. But even that alone, he shouldn't have got his job taken by Cam just because it's just insane they did. Most important non-quarterback on each team. So NFC West, according to Cody Benjamin, Devontae Adams, wide receiver for the Raiders, of course. Garrett Bowles, offensive tackle. I don't know too much about him. Travis Kelce, tight end. I agree. He's probably the most important player. Once Tyreek left, he's probably the most important target in general. And then Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle. Probably the best offensive tackle, in my opinion, in the AFC. So that's pretty good. And then this is top 10 duos in the NFL. Number 1, you have Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. It's kind of interesting to see a player coach at number 1. Number 2, Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. The best defensive player in the NFL and the best corner in the NFL. So it's insane. Number 3, Aaron Donald, Aaron Rodgers, and Matt LaFleur. I don't really know about this. I feel like Aaron Rodgers really carries a lot of it. Matt LaFleur, in my opinion, sometimes I've really fell off. So I think that's pretty good. Number 4, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Definitely very underrated. Number 5, Kieran Hayward and TJ Watt. One of the best defensive players in the NFL. And TJ won Defensive Player of the Year last year. Number 6, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. In my opinion, I think should be ahead of Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs for this year. But overall, that's fine. Number 7, Kyle Shanahan and Deebo Samuel. Pretty good tandem. Wide receiver 1, running back, and Kyle Shanahan. The mastermind behind the whole game plan overall. And number 8, you have Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Very underrated. I'd maybe Chris Godwin and Mike Evans maybe instead. Number 9, Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler. Makes sense. Number 10, Dan Quinn and Mike Petersons. Mike Peterson's probably the best young defensive player right now. He has a very good chance of being one of the best defensive players. I could definitely see him in DPOY in a couple of years. Or actually maybe even this year. He's really that good. And overall, just a great defensive player. Probably the best linebacker the Cowboys have had in a while. ESPN NFL, Mina Kimes, top 5 defenses. Number 1 in the Buffalo Bills, definitely a great defense. Number 2, the Packers. I haven't seen too much good defense from them. Number 3, the Buccaneers. Yeah, I think a lot of the players were injured towards the end, so I think they have a good year. Number 4, the New Orleans Saints. And number 5, the 49ers. Some people were complaining about the Packers being number 2, which I honestly agree. I think the Saints have a great defense, so they should be ahead of them. And I would even put the 49ers defense ahead of the Packers in general. But what do you think? 2022, this CBS Sports mock draft. According to CBSSports.com, number 1, Chet Holmgren. He's going number 1 center to the Magic. I would see most of this say probably Jabari Smith. So I think Chet, in my opinion, is not going to go number 1. I think the best overall pick to take is Chet, in my opinion. But I don't think he's going to go number 1. I think Jabari. Number 2, Jabari Smith, Thunder, power forward. Good pick. Very good score. Number 3, Paulo Banchero to the Rockets. This would be a great overall pick. Very good young scorer. Can really just run the ball. Very good athleticism. Number 4, Jaden Ivey, shooting guard to the Kings. Probably the best guard in this draft class, in my opinion. Very crafty in general and can just really play. Number 5, Benedict Mathurin, shooting guard. Very underrated for the Pistons. That would be a great pick for them. Him and Cade would honestly be insane. Number 6, Keegan Murray. Probably one of the best scorers in this draft, honestly. He really led his team with Iowa forward. This would be a good pick for the Pacers. Number 7, Shaedon Sharpe. I think this would be a great pick for the number 7 Portland Trail Blazers. I think it would be add a lot of fit for them. I think they need their guard, but Benedict Mathurin might be the better pick in my opinion. I think he should probably go to the Trailblazers. Number 8, AJ Griffin, small forward, New Orleans. Great young scorer. Can pass the ball very well. Number 7, center Mark Williams. I haven't heard too much about him. Number 10, small forward Johnny Davis, Wizards. This would definitely help him. I think he's going to be a young star in the making. Has a very promising career in my opinion. And overall, just a great player. Sports Illustrated and the MMQB. Sauce Gardner says he paid teammate DJ Reed $50K for the number 1 jersey. That's very insane. He paid him $50K for the number 1 jersey. I don't know if I'd pay that. I'd maybe say $10K somewhere around there, but overall that's insane. This is Bleacher Report walk-off. Hector Gomez, like father, like son. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has 87 home runs and an OBP. 363 batting average in his first 433 MLB games. That's insane. Vlad Guerrero Sr. had an 87 home runs, had an OBB of 363 and 403 in MLB career. That's insane how it's both very similar. They both played for Canadian teams as well. Montreal for Vlad and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. You have the Blue Jays. So I think it's a very good chance of winning MVP this season. Last season he had a very good chance, but Ohtani won it. But what do you think? Bleacher Report grind. Terry McLaurin will not be at Commanders main camp per rap sheet. I don't know. What do you think about this? Do you think he's trying to get out of the contract? What do you think's going on with that? Bleacher Report gridiron. Dolphins offer Sean Payton. They offered him $100 million at 4 years, and he did not want to take it. He didn't want to go to the Dolphins. Some people were saying that maybe he'd retire from the Saints, try to get out of the contract, and maybe wait until the contract's over so he can start coaching again, get out of it. But I don't really know. But it seems like he did not like the Dolphins, because he probably would have taken that. I think I would have, but they probably needed a way to get him out. But what do you think about this? They need to find out. I don't know how they were going to get out of the contract with the Saints. What were they going to do with that? Pete Briscoe's top 100 NFL players, tight ends. 15, George Kittle. I would say he's probably the best tight end in football right now. Travis Kelce, 19. Definitely agreed. Number 30, Mark Andrews. He's at 25 in my opinion. Number 55, Darren Waller. I agree with that. And then 82, Kyle Pitts. Very good list in my opinion. But what do you think? This is Pete Prisco's top 100 NFL players. Here's quarterbacks. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers, of course. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Agree with that. Number 4, Josh Allen. Agree with that. Number 6, Tom Brady. Agree with that. Number 20, Justin Herbert. I'm putting him at 15 personally. 21, Joe Burrow. I put him at 13. Number 34, Lamar Jackson. He's at least like 19, 18 in my opinion. 42, Russell Wilson. That's really surprising. I'm putting him somewhere around 30, 36 maybe. 48, Matthew Stafford. I would say that's good. 50, Dak Prescott, good. 83, Deshaun Watson. Hasn't played in it almost pretty much a year, so I agree with that. We don't know how he's going to look on the field. And 88, Kyler Murray. Honestly, all surprising. He's 88. That's insane. What do you think about that, though? Do you think he doesn't deserve that? What do you think? Seems very high for him, but he really hasn't proved a lot. Maybe that's what people were thinking. NBA history. All-time leaders, NBA Finals. Three-pointers made. Number 1, you have Steph Curry, 146. And then number 2, you have Clay. On the same team with him, 102. Number 3, LeBron, 101. Number 4, Danny Green, 59. 44, 59, J.R. Smith. Robert Horry, 56. Number 7, Ray Allen, 55. Number 8, Kobe at 48. Derek Fisher at number 8, tied with Kobe, 48. And then Kevin Durant, number 10 at 43. That's honestly insane that both teammates are very close. And LeBron, who's been in the finals so many times, about 10 times, is behind Clay and Steph by a lot. So Clay not so much because he could break in like less than a couple threes, but Steph, it's by a wide margin, about 44, 45. But the next closest is 59. That's insane how much discrepancy there is for players in the NBA Finals. This is Steph Curry. The final score was 104 Golden State Warriors to 94 Boston Celtics. Steph had 16 points, 0 of 9 from three-point field goal, and won. That's insane. That's insane that happened. What do you think about that overall? They still won, and they lost. And he had 0 threes. 7-0 record in the 2022 NBA Finals playoff games, following a loss. And then 16-0 for the Warriors as well. So it seems like they have a good track record, maybe come back, but I don't really think so. I think it's over for the Celtics. I think they're going to lose the next game, and it's going to be over. This is what NBA ESPN, Ayesha Curry can't cook. Ayesha Curry can cook. That's what the shirt staff made in response. Of course, he's defend his wife overall. So I don't even know how to take a personal shot like that. I don't even know why. Maybe I think it's a joke if Steph Curry can't cook, but I don't really know why. Really aim at the wife in general. So what do you think about this? And it was in Nantucket, which I think is in Massachusetts. So he really proved him wrong, and Steph Curry was cooking last night. What do you think about this though? Pro Football Focus, highest grade since 2020. Number 1, Trenton Williams, 96.8. One of the best offensive linemen in football. Number 2, you have Aaron Donald, 95.0. One of the best defensive players in the NFL right now and of all time. Number 4, a legend, Tom Brady with 7 Super Bowls and 94.6. Great overall. And then number 5, Zach Martin, 94.2 overall. I feel like he's kind of been injury prone the last over years. So what do you think about this? And what do you think? I feel like Zach Martin, he's really not in his prime anymore of everyone else on this list. But goodbye, and that's the end of the video. See ya.